Hello, Geminis, and welcome to your message. I hope that everyone is doing good, amazing, wonderful at this time. Happy May. This is your first zodiac reading of May. So I go through this, if you are new here, I go through the zodiacs when I get the call. But you'll always have 2 zodiac messages a month, and then the rest of my readings, you know, are collective messages, right? So, meaning for everyone. So Gemini. And if you are new here, loves, welcome in. I'm Erica. I'm a psychic medium and an oracular priestess. It's so nice to connect with you or reconnect with you if you are returning. I got for you guys just this very auspicious, and I literally put fun, flirty, fun, loving energy, surprises, being swept off your feet because you've elevated in consciousness and frequency, and you're no longer in a place where you will, you know, it's like before, like being swept off your feet, you would lose yourself in the other person. You know what I mean? I'm getting like you've dealt with a lot of like just kind of controlling or, you know, possessive, maybe kind of like energies, like just people who get like real insecure, jealous, things of that nature. And, you know, Gemini, you guys are so freaking amazing and unique, and you know what I mean? Like what I'm getting is like you've actually like in the past with relationships and partners, you descended, like you went backwards, like you were putting up with crap from people that like you, right, that you never should have put up with, right? And I'm not sharing this to like, right, like I don't want you like judging yourselves or anything like that, because this is all about the lessons and the journey, right? We all go through this. But what I'm saying is like, you're amazing, and there is finally someone coming in who matches that amazingness, who sees your amazingness. They see you from within. They connect to you in an intellectual, soulful, loving type of way. This is a very mature vibe here that I'm getting, okay? And for some reason I'm hearing like a putz, okay? Like you, like in the past, like the people that you've like maybe committed to or been with, or, you know, people that you were learning lessons and healing karma and all things with, right? You look back and you go, I can't believe I dated that putz, you know? And it's so random that the word putz is coming through. I don't know. It's probably because I have been watching a bunch of Seinfeld reruns, and it's right, putz. It's like a Jewish term of, you know what I mean? So anyway, so that can connect with you. Maybe, you know, that is your, you know, your background and things like that, right? But I'm just getting like, you look back and you're just like, I can't believe I like dated that person for so long. I can't believe I lowered myself for so long to like be on their level. I can't believe that I let this person, you know, take advantage or control my life, etc., etc. And that's what I got about this is a shift, because it's a different, it's just different because you're different. And that's what I meant, like when it came through, and it was like you're being swept off your feet in the best possible way. And the reason why this is happening now is because you are no longer in a vibration where you will allow yourself to be controlled or to be belittled or to be disrespected or to be controlled in any type of way. You no longer lose yourself in the other person. Now this is an equal. This is a balance. This is about losing. It's not even losing yourself, because you have found yourself, which is why you're here. And when I say losing yourself with this new soulmate energy or whoever this person is coming into your life, and it's very strong because I'm going through all the zodiacs. I think you guys are like the 7th or 8th ones that I've done. And, you know, I touch on love, I touch on romance, I connect to like whatever messages want to come through for each zodiac and the collective, right? But you guys so far are the only ones where when I sat down to connect to the energy and channel out whatever came through for you, it was such a strong love. I mean, immediately it was just Gemini, boom, fun, flirty, fun-loving energy, surprises, being swept off your feet. And maybe that sounds a little like, you know, rainbows, butterflies, unicorns, and fairy talk, but it's really not, because this is a long time coming. This is something that you have you put so much work into yourself, and you've grown so much that there's no possible way that the universe can't mirror that back to you and match that and bring that in, right? So you are literally, you've called in someone. I don't think you've met this person yet though. If you have, I think you just recently met them, if anything. But I'm getting you're about to meet someone, okay? So let's pull on that. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put the channeled notes over here. You're about to meet someone. Okay, so where do I want to start with you guys today? You know, let's just start with some romance angels. I mean, you guys are the only zodiac that so far has gotten such immediately just, you know, it's other things have been coming through for the collective, you know, and other zodiacs, but like you guys had a strong energy of love. And I think that in particular, Taurus season that we're in right now, followed by Gemini season, I think your guys' zodiac season is going to be hot, hot, hot for the collective. I do. And I've been channeling that. You know, if you are new here, welcome, my love. But I've been channeling this like over the past like month and a half or so, like in collective messages, like, you know, whatever. That this summer, because in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in spring and then right summer. And you guys, your season, I believe, starts summer off, or the summer begins like somewhere in Gemini season, or I don't know. I don't know all the things, so don't quote me on that. But I do know it's like summer energy in June in the Northern Hemisphere, right? And it's hot. It's already getting hot, you know. With spring where I live, right? Like California, it's like 80-degree weather. It's been sunny, clear skies. Like it's beautiful out. I just saw 717. So 717 could be like a sync for some of you guys. Very, very divine partnership kind of energy for me with the 717. But anyways, it's going to be hot. It's going to be sexy. It's going to be romantic. It's going to be steamy. It's going to be hot and heavy. It's going to be passionate. That is the vibe. That is the vibe. Okay. And I think by August, Lionsgate 88 portal, for some of you guys, I just saw 717. Maybe it's July 17th, around that time, something unfolds or happens. But this energy that's coming in, I feel is coming in much sooner. But I'm just saying, like, I think by like Lionsgate, the 88 portal of this year, I feel that by the time that kind of rolls around over the next few months, I think a lot of, you know, people in the collective are going to be, you know, they're going to be in some type of divine connection, or at least have met some kind of divine partner. Okay. And I'm sharing that because you guys are a part of that. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see what else wants to come through with the cards. I'm hearing that song, what the world needs now is love, sweet love, 'cause it's the only thing that there's just too little of, right? Okay. So I don't know, that song could be significant to you. Maybe you recently heard it, or now that I'm saying that, you probably will hear it, or there'll be a reference to it or something. But I also feel, before we flip this card over and see what it is, I also feel that this is about you guys really embracing that energy of love. Like, it's not just loving yourself. It's like, well, yeah, when I pour love into myself, that affects everybody, right? Because as within, so without, right? Like, just like when I heal myself, it affects everyone in a way, because we're all connected, right? When I heal me, I heal you, and vice versa, right? So I feel that you guys are just like, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Now, some of you guys might be having some uneasy, maybe anxious kind of feelings or emotions, maybe about the state of the world right now. and what's gonna come, what's gonna happen. Okay, and Spirit is just very strongly, because you guys know, like, the prophetic timelines that, you know, many of us seers, or, you know, prophetic seers, it's all unraveled that I see, right? So for me, it's like, just don't worry. Don't let that pull you out of a higher vibration. Like the worry and the what ifs and the, okay, and I'm not, obviously that's not going to be for everybody, but if that's for you, that part's for you, you'll absolutely know it, right? Okay. Okay, and it's like, I feel like too, it's like what the world needs now is love, sweet love. And that's the only thing that there's just too little of. So I feel that you guys are really rising up in your power, in, you know, I mean, you could resonate as a light worker, you could resonate as a starseed, right? I'm just going to go ahead and say, like, in my humble opinion, it's all the same, right? Like, we are here for a purpose, for a reason, okay? Many of us, right? Many of us. Not every single person on earth, okay? Let's just be real. I hope, you know, that's what we're here for. We're helping to raise the earth's vibration and consciousness back into a place of that, okay? Okay. So I feel you guys are stepping more into like that light work, more into like, you know, like you're maybe being pulled or called to like align more to like your soul mission, your soul work. Okay, not just like your 3D life of like, well, I gotta pay bills, I gotta, you know, this is my career, this is my job, right? My job. You guys are gonna start being pulled into other esoteric things. Okay, I'm getting like the Hermetic Society and mystery schools. So for some of you guys, you could be being divinely guided to connect with someone who runs a mystery school, or someone who shares information with you. There's something about like you're ready, okay? And if you're feeling called to like learn something, for some reason, this is so random, but I'm seeing someone, I haven't even, like a yo-yo. You guys know the yo-yo, right? The little string and the, right? Okay, I'm seeing someone who's very good with the yo-yo. So I know, squirrel, sidetrack, boom. Okay, but whatever, this is how channeling works, right? It just comes through, it comes in. So I'm seeing someone, like, they perfected the yo-yo, okay? And it took a lot of patience, and that's what I'm getting with life too, right? But you could actually be really good at like the yo-yo or something. But anyways, or maybe it's like a nostalgic thing from childhood, or, but it's about like perfecting the up and down of life, the up and down, and it's all on the string, and you control the up and the down kind of a thing, right? So you've gotten really good at that balance, at that flow, just like you would with the yo-yo, right? I mean, there's people out there, right, when yo-yos were like still super popular, and right, like if you're my age group or prior, you know, you understand. You know, they used to do like walk the dog, you know, you could do walk the dog. I actually used to be able to do that stuff when I was younger. You know, I was actually pretty good with the yo-yo too. But anyways, okay. So, it's just about like how you've perfected and how you've been balancing, okay? Some of you guys are, you know, we have Pluto in retrograde. We have, you know, we have been through the eclipse portals. Mercury retrograde just recently ended, you know. So there's a lot going on where we revisit, we reflect, recoup, right? Reevaluate. But I'm getting a lot of past life energy coming through for you guys, where you're processing a lot of past pain, okay? So you could be like exes of yours, for instance, okay, like an ex, they could be showing up like nonstop in your thoughts out of nowhere. Like, what the hell? Why am I thinking of this person after 15 years or 10 years or 5 years? You know, I don't have feelings for them. I don't ever think about them. So why is it coming through now? Or why am I dreaming of this person like crazy? Why are they coming into my dreams? Well, part of it could be on a soul level, this person wants to make amends, okay? And so it's like coming to you in the astral, okay? Or seeking forgiveness or whatever it is. But the reason why this is happening for a lot of you guys, and I'm not saying this is the indefinite reason and da-da-da-da. If your intuition agrees, then that's that. But the reason why this is happening for many of you guys is because you are healing the trauma that you never really healed. You just pushed it down and you kept trucking on in life, and you kept, I'm strong, I've got this, yeah, it hurt to like go through a breakup and this person crushed me, but I'm going to get back up. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. But there was an acknowledgement of the emotion of the ending or the betrayal or the deception or the whatever it is, right? Because I'm reading for thousands and thousands of people. So it's going to be different for each of you guys. Okay. It was just pushed down. It was never truly felt, processed. You know what I mean? And I'm right there with you guys, because I've done the same thing in past relationships. And I speak of experience where, exes of mine have showed up in the astral, or they pop up intrusive thoughts, kind of a thing. They just, boom, there they are in your thoughts. And you're like, what the hell? It's because it's an opportunity for you to revisit and to feel and heal. Feel it to heal it. Okay, so maybe you were avoiding the feel it before. Maybe you felt it on some level, but not the whole level, okay? So there's this like residue of emotions and energy and cords, and do you know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, now I'm really decluttering, okay? And now this could be also something about like spring cleaning, decluttering the home. I'm getting closet space, drawers, donating old clothes, anything that's like, your garage, boxes, whatever it is, right? Anything that's like keeping... It's like just a clutter of energy. So for some of you guys, that is a direct message of like, okay, it's time to like deep clean the home top to bottom, like scrub like crazy, like get every little dust bunny. There's something about that, like cleaning up the energy in the space, the home, the car, if you commute or you're in your car a lot, like for work and stuff. I know I used to be a commuter for years. You spend a lot of time in your car. You know what I mean? Like I used to spend, between like my commute to work and home from work, it was like just the driving part was like a 5-hour day. So it's like places where you spend a lot of time and where the energy is, there's a lot of, okay. But this also talks about the emotional decluttering. 1717 on the timestamp. Okay. So now we're 17 minutes in and I haven't even looked at one card. So welcome to the tarot reading. But you guys know I'm not a card reader, right? Like I know all the meanings of the cards. Of course I do, right? But that's not how I roll. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This is literally what I was just talking about. You're doing a lot of clearing from people that you were very open to in the past. Okay, like you're just the one that's always been more intuitive, in tune, empathic, all the things, right? Which is probably why it's easy for people who are like very controlling or narcissistic and stuff, right? To kind of latch on and like siphon the energy and control, right? But that's not what you're doing no more, honey, right? That's not what you're doing no more. This is someone that refused to be open or talk heart to heart. Okay, that's what I mean. This is a time, whether it be in the dream state or just through the thought and energy of revisiting painful situations from the past and allowing yourself to move through it and surrender it up, release it, whatever you got to do, however you do it. Right? Okay. Do you still hold resentment towards someone who hurt you from the past? And it's like, okay to be super honest. Like it's not right. That's, again, like for me personally, I've been moving a lot of that energy out because I hadn't properly processed it or felt it, right? To deal with it. And so it comes back. It resurfaces. Okay? Like a basketball underwater. You can try to hold a basketball under the water. Okay? And you're holding it down and trying to hold it down and but the minute you release it, it's going to fly back up. It won't, right? Same thing. Okay. Now on the other side, so we're 19 minutes in. So now I'm going to move from, the past to the future, to the present, calling in your soulmate. So you could be having heart-to-heart, like there could be emotional conversations happening. Now you could have an ex who shows up and they're just like, you know what? I know it's been a long time, or I know it's been this many years or whatever, right? But I just felt I needed to reach out I needed to apologize to you. There's something about making amends. And maybe it's not even an ex. Maybe this is an ex-friend or someone who like burned you or like, you know, betrayed you or gossiped about you, or do you know what I mean? I've had to cut so many people out of my life who they start off as friends, but for some reason, right? And it's very common with earth angels and star seeds and stuff. People make themselves enemies and they do it on their own, right? So I feel that. I feel that. I feel like, you know, frenemies, right? Frenemies. And I don't consider anyone or anything an enemy, of course. But what I mean by that is like people naturally just on their own being, what's it called? Triggered by your energy, your light, your whatever, right? Even maybe before your awakening, right? Like maybe your whole life. People just been very triggered by you. Okay, so there's been a lot of bridges burned. And that's what I mean with making amends. And the reason why this is happening is because it's clearing energetic, emotional space, whatever, right? Out with the old, in with the new. And that's exactly what the download that I got for you guys was. It was all about fun, flirty energy, you know, fun-loving energy, surprises, being swept off your feet, all the things, okay? This is, you know, I don't want to sound cheesy or like cliche or like, you know, like 90% of like the tarot readers on YouTube or wherever, where it's just like, you know, they're coming in and someone's coming in and right? But it really is that, okay? All right. So you are calling in your soulmate, and that's exactly what I channeled out in the beginning. It's about what you've been calling in and all the work you've been doing, all the things. It's about calling in someone who has your back, someone who shows up very unexpectedly. You're just like saying your prayers, your affirmations, and then boom, there they are. The name Michael could be significant. I'm also getting something about San Miguel. San Miguel, that's a place. I don't know. San Miguel. I want to say that's in Southern California, but please don't quote me on that. If you guys know where San Miguel is, okay? But I'm hearing that. So maybe you live there, you're from there. Someone's name could be Michael or Miguel too. But anyways, Archangel Michael's coming through very strongly with that message. And I feel that you're very protected. I feel that you probably maybe work with Archangel Michael a lot. And Archangel Michael, I feel, and Archangel Metatron, but I feel, and Archangel Chamuel and Sandalphon, but I'm just getting like, they're really helping to bring forth like, you know, guiding masculine energies and helping love, you know, kind of come together in, you know, divine love is what I mean, right? So I feel that. I feel that you've been like calling this in, you've been calling in protection, you've been asking for protection from, you know, energies that do not have your highest and greatest good. Like, you know, protect me from people in lower vibrational states of consciousness that are just drawn to my energy and my light, right? So you've been very protected while you've been in this mode of self, just calling these things in. And now is the time, just like the channeled note says, okay? So it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, what I'm specifically getting here is don't lose focus, because where focus goes, energy flows, right? Okay, so, all right. I'm like, okay, all right. There's a lot coming through, so I wanna, let's get one more, please, from the Romance Angels. I just looked up, I saw 2333, so I saw 2333. So you could be getting a lot of like 23 or 333, okay? 333 is, you know, Ascended Masters. It also is a master number of ascension. Like it means like you're mastering your ascension. You know, instead of being like the needy, and I'm not calling you needy, okay? So, right? But what I mean is like we've all been there. That's what awakening does. Where we go within ourselves, we start falling in love with ourselves and pouring that love into self. Instead of like begging someone who's emotionally unavailable or detached or whatever, like, you know, like, don't you love me? It's very, and that's why I say needy, but it's about just outside validation to like, you know, you got to show me love. So I feel the love, you know, because I'm lacking love within myself. It's kind of that, right? So you're no longer like this person, like, please talk to me. And he's just like, no, you know? Now what you did is you surrendered that up, okay? You've been working with your guides, your angels, all right? You started just doing it on your own, right? Aligning, calling it in, and now it's here. Okay, or it's about to be here. Okay, because look at that, bottom of the deck, and look at that, stay optimistic about your love life. Don't lose focus. This could be on like goals and other things too. Okay, I'm getting like the word creation. I'm also getting artsy fartsy. So you could be like just getting more into like your creative side, your sacral chakra, your inner child may like be calling to like, you know, bust out an adult coloring book or just a children's coloring book or painting or, you know, finger painting. I don't know. It could be anything. A creative outlet is what I'm getting. Okay. So for some of you guys, that's going to help you channel, it's going to help you channel some stuff out and transmute through the creation. Okay. But on the bottom of the deck here was, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay. So I'm getting like sweep you off your feet. Okay. She's on a white horse. He's not. Okay. But the way I'm getting it is someone comes in on their white horse. Okay. And it's like the moment this happens, you realize why nothing else has happened or worked out, or, you know, why is it taking so long? Like, I feel like I'm doing all the work. I feel like I'm doing all the things. And like, what the hell? I feel like I help people. I've helped myself. I do this, right? What the hell? Where's my romance, right? Right here. Okay, and they're letting you know that this is safe. This is okay. Okay, of course, use your discernment and your own intuition on a case-to-case basis, right? But whoever you're calling in, it's like they're letting you know, like, this is it. Like, you can open your heart. This person is not going to, you know, in the past, you've always had to be like guarded and just like in a, you know, a place of like, well, if I got to take off, I got to take off and leave this person behind or whatever, right? But it's like, you don't have to do that. Okay. Okay. So getting to know each other. Okay. So there's something here where, right, obviously you're going to be getting to know someone, but it's like on a deep level. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Open and expressive, fun, flirty, surprising, fun-loving energy being swept off your feet. All right. And this is someone where you're just like, this is immediate attraction. This is immediate like soul recognition. Okay. I do feel that this soul connection is activating for both of you. Okay. This is going to be specific. If you're someone who's like a single parent or you have children, like you're a single parent, even if your children are like full grown or something, okay, but it doesn't matter whether they're like, you know, 2 years old, 10 years old, or 20 years old. The person coming in, okay, I'm just getting like a single parent and single parent, you guys come together, or it's like you guys have similar backgrounds and stories, okay? And even if you're not a parent, okay, like I don't want anyone to get like the wrong idea here. I'm almost 40, never been married, no children. Hi. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are gonna resonate with that too. It's just someone who you guys, like when you guys start like really getting to know each other, it's kind of crazy how like things unravel. Like, you know, it could be like, oh my gosh, like you went to this university, I went to this university. How did we never see each other or meet? Like we were at the same events or we were in, you know, the same parties at times. Like how did we not cross paths before? Or, you know, oh my gosh, like I had no idea that you know, we grew up like, you know, 10 minutes away from each other, but we never knew each other or whatever. Okay. So just things like that is kind of what I'm getting, but it's like when you guys really start getting to know each other, it's going to be like, wow, like this is crazy. It's like that, you know, how much similarities and like how your timelines are like in sync, you know, like it could be like, oh yeah, like at this time I was in a super toxic karmic relationship and so were you, right? It's like that. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to start wrapping this up. I want to get a few tarot cards. Funny, I just recorded Capricorn, and Capricorn, when I pulled out the tarot, this was their first card out. So that could be a sync. You may want to check out Capricorn's reading. It's a beautiful, amazing message. So, okay, 7 of Pentacles and the 6. Okay, so we have 6 and 7. Okay, so I'm just channeling. It's Seven of Pentacles is about harvest and divine timing, but it's been a progress, right? Like you don't plant the seed and get the fruit the same day. You have to wait. You have to tend to the seed. You have to water the seed. The seed has to reach through the darkness and break through the soil and reach towards the light, towards the sun, and right, flourish and it needs right nourishment, plant food, whatever. Okay, so it's a victory after a long battle, Gemini, with the Six of Wands. It's a victory after a long battle. It's overcoming, the obstacles and the battles and the arguments and the conflicts, right? Whether it's within yourself or with other people. It's taken time for you, okay, to like get to this point, but now it is harvest season. It is harvest season, okay? Son of Pentacles. Yeah, see, it's like the Knight of Pentacles here. It's taken a long time. He's the slowest moving knight. In some tarot decks, he's not even on his horse. He's just walking next to it, right? Like the Light Seers, he's barefoot. He's just taking his jolly old time. Like, okay. So I feel like that, right? Again, it's been some kind of, it's taken time. It's taken time. Some of you guys, maybe you've been single 5, 6, 7 years, or, it's been a while since you've been, connected with someone on that level. It's all good. Everything in divine timing, which is right here. Calling in your soulmate, getting to know someone. And what did I say about surprises? Surprises, being swept off your feet because you elevated and you're no longer in a place to lose yourself in another person. It's like the relationships where they go like, I don't even remember who I was before this relationship. Like, I feel like I'm losing myself in this partnership or this marriage or, whatever, right? And it's often like that with karmic partners, right? One is usually catering to the other. It's not an equal give and take reciprocity. It's like, I make the money, so you're my, my house maid, or, it's like that, right? So this is the opposite of that. This is like, you guys both are independent. You guys both make your own money. You guys are both abundant on your own. You guys both are mature. You're open. There is this level of, again, reciprocity, but surprises. This is surprising. Like I said, first major arcana, the Tower. It's a shock. It comes out of nowhere. And if this is your message and you claim this message is yours, right? Definitely don't overthink this message, or at least don't overthink this part for sure. Like, it's, she's, it resonated with me and she said it's coming in and it's a shock. And, the Tower is like fast and unexpected and right? But overthinking it can actually clog up the energy pipeline of the manifestation or the person coming through. So that's why I say that. And I don't think you guys, but you guys are air energy. I'm a Libra sun. Like we can overthink. We can get in the head sometimes, right? Okay. And what does this Tower bring in? Bottom of the deck, it brings in 10 Pentacles. It brings in a solid commitment, a partnership, a foundation, a legacy. It's like you guys build a legacy together. You guys are wealthy together. You're solid, you're stable. Like this foundation cannot be rocked. All right, but I'm like, I'm getting like, what is it? Rocking my world, like your world is about to get rocked in like the best possible way, Gemini. Okay. For some of you guys, you could be experiencing some Tower moments. Okay. And I know sometimes Tower moments are not fun. They can be very abrupt, chaotic, aggressive. It could bring in, what feels like, a mess into your life, or something that, is just like a very difficult situation or something. But it's divine redirection. It's a detour that the universe is bringing in like a crash and burn type of way, but the aftermath results in like this. Okay, So if that's you, if that part's for you, just know, okay? Just surrender to the tower moments, okay? Flow with them, learn from them, grow with them, okay? And you will have victory after the battle. But I think most of you guys have gotten through the tower, okay? As I look down, stop shuffling, the Justice card is there, Libra energy. So we have two major arcanas here, and we have completion. There is, you know, justice is, I mean, it's the justice system, the justice, you know, scales of the universe, karma, balance, all that stuff. I'm getting very strong, like Egyptian past life vibes too, that are just like coming through. And I know a lot of star seeds on Earth at this time, like a lot of us were in Atlantis and Egypt and blah, 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 right? And I don't say blah, 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 like I don't care. I just, you know, I talk about this stuff constantly. So if you know, are a regular, you know. But I'm very specifically getting Goddess Maat, okay? Anubis. And I'm getting very powerful Pleiadian energy. Okay, some of you guys tuning in, you were there to help construct and bring knowledge and wisdom to how to build the pyramids. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Anywho, there's, for a lot of you guys, past life soul contracts that are being fulfilled here. And I think that's another reason why it's like you're calling in the soulmate. You guys get to know each other, but it's very evolved where like you guys both have evolved a lot in your life mission here on Earth at this, you know, in this lifetime. Anyways, this is balance, and you cannot make this stuff up. After Justice, major arcana, which is Libra energy. Libra rules the 7th house of marriage, of partnership, and Justice speaks of that, right? This is you getting your justice, Gemini. Okay? Like, I know that sometimes it can feel like, what the hell, this is not fair. Like, where's the justice in all of, you know, the work and everything that I've been doing? And I feel like it's just blah, you know, I feel like I just get up and then I get knocked down again, and, you know, and when is it going to shift? And when am I going to meet my soul, you know, the one I spend my life with, and, you know, all the things, right? Now you do. Whether you find this the day that I upload it, or you find this 10 years from now, it is time for your justice. Okay? And you guys could be different, you know, cultures, you know, backgrounds, whatever. Black cat, white cat, yin and yang. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're both cats. Right? Okay. After Justice is the Two of Cups. Divine partnership. A perfect balanced union between two soulmates. Okay? I really want you guys to pay attention to, if you see, okay, if you see white cats, black cats, rainbows, or red roses, that's your confirmation and a sign about this message for you. Okay? And then after the Two of Cups and Justice, we have the Mother of Pentacles. She's the most perfect partner that you could possibly dream. She's loving, she's beautiful, she's compassionate, she's grounded, she's earthy. You know? She's like, you know, like a powerhouse of a divine feminine energy. You know, she's wealthy on her own, abundant on her own, stable on her own. She's built her own strong foundation. And I did say something about single parents, and we have a single deer with her, right, baby fawn. Okay, so again, that could just be a reference. But anyways, this is where you're at. There's no possible way that you're going to call in your soulmate that is, right? It's going to be a King of Pentacles, someone that meets you on that level. Someone sees you as the perfect partner. They see your worth and your value because that's how you show up for yourself. And you, the way you treat yourself is the way you teach and show other people how to treat you, right? Okay? I mean, are you kidding me? 10 of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Two of Cups, the Mother of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Star card, the Four of Wands. There's your strong foundation. More engagement energy. This is about the stars aligning. Again, it's about a destined moment in your life. There's destiny. You're crossing paths with destiny, my loves. Period. Aquarius energy showing up with, so we have like the 3 air signs. I mean, it's Gemini, right? And then Libra and Aquarius, okay? All right. And then the Magician. And then the Sun. Are you fucking kidding me? These two energies showing up together with this, all that sun and light. This is a big fat yes. This is a big fat this is happening. This is like absolute happiness, joy, bliss. And it's what you've manifested because you took your power back. You have all the tools, right? Like you have all the elements. Like you're someone who's super, you're working that law of attraction muscle. All right. And I love how the cheetah is facing the sun. Like it looks like it's looking at the sun. So it's like you stayed focused, right, on visualizing and affirming and praying and all the things about what your happiness and total bliss energy looks like for you in your future. And that's what you've called in. That's what you're calling in. Okay. Then bottom of the deck here, we have the Father of Wands and the Hierophant. Yeah, and then the Ace of Pentacles. See, it's taken a long time to manifest into your life, but it's here. It's here, it's happening, or it's coming in. Okay? The Hierophant and the Father of Wands, like this is someone who, you know, what I get here is like someone who's very good looking. They pretty much, I think, have carried themselves in a way of like, yeah, it's really easy for me to date people. It's easy for me to meet people because I'm so good looking. I'm very charismatic. I'm this, I'm that. I got a personality. I'm successful, whatever, right? But this is someone who's gone through a spiritual awakening. It's the spiritual awakening, or they're going through a spiritual awakening. There's something here where this person is cracked open, okay? And it helped release a lot of like the distorted ego, is what I want to say. But I'm kind of getting like a player energy. Like maybe it's like, you know, meeting someone where they go, you know what, like I kind of have a past. I've never really been the marrying type or the kind that really settles down or does relationships or emotions. But there's something about you that brings out the best in me, kind of a thing. Okay? So, and the Hierophant also speaks of high level commitment. Okay, for some of you guys, this could be someone who like knows you or watches you. Okay? And I feel like just by like connecting to you energetically, like they are feeling very activated, or do you know what I mean? It's like that. So I'm going to leave it here, loves. You know, this run through going into May for all the zodiacs, the videos, for whatever reason, because I always channel until I'm done, but typically the zodiacs are, you know, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. But there's a lot coming through for the whole collective. So each zodiac reading that I'm doing right now is like 40 minutes, like 39 minutes. So there's a lot. Okay, so if you make it to the end of the video, then I'm sure it's definitely your message. And thank you for being here and watching until the end. So, you know, and just thank you for all of your guys' love and support, for all of your donations, for just everything that you guys have, you know, just being here, for co-creating these beautiful messages, you know, because I'm pulling, what did I say, you guys? What did I say? I said very specifically, after watching this message, if this is your message, the universe is going to show up and it's going to confirm it even further. Your spirit guides. I said rainbows, look out for rainbows. If you see a white cat, black cat, rainbows, or red roses, it's a sign. The card out from the angels before we go for your message is rainbow. Are you kidding me? This stuff never gets old. I've been on YouTube now for almost 3 years and running my business for 3 years, and it's just like crazy, right? Like this stuff never gets old. You are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. I told you guys, look at, all will clear soon. All will clear soon. So it's like you've made it to the very freaking end of this path, of this cycle, whatever it is. And it's all about like, boom, new, surprises, everything happening quickly, unexpectedly, right? Okay. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. Absolutely. 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 Okay, so this is what I've got for you, my beautiful Geminis. Please feel free, this is a safe space, to leave comments. I would love to connect with you guys in the comment section. Definitely be sure to like the video if if this is your reading, claim it, right? Let the universe know. If you guys are interested in connecting with me personally through a psychic reading or a mediumship reading or like a past life Akashic reading, I have different reading options and spiritual services that I provide. So you can find all that in the description box below. And I think that's it, guys. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Happy May. I hope that this brought you some healing, some insight, some clarity, some confirmation, because that's the whole point, right? All right, guys. So thank you again. And I will see you again sometime this month with another message, probably towards like the middle of the month, okay? All right, guys, I'll let you go. Mwah. Bye, loves.